Hey film fans, my name is David. This is Film Collector Archive and it is wonderful to be back with you. Hi everybody, really great to be back with you. It has been a long time, mid-December to be exact, since I last visited with you guys, and I'm really happy to be back. A lot going on. I'll just condense this down into just a really brief kind of overview of what happened, why I've been away from YouTube, and why I'm very excited to be back. So back in December, I had some really major reconstructive stomach surgery. Recovery time there went much longer than anticipated. Not long enough to extend us to the point we're at now, but it was multiple months of recovery and just trying to get acclimated to kind of a new normal post-surgery. So that happened, and then that turned into a hiatus from YouTube. It was good to have a rest from filming videos and just the grind of producing content, but I'm very happy to be back. YouTube is definitely something that I don't want to be without. I love interacting with this community, and I very much look forward to producing more content and coming back. Lots to be excited about. There's some amazing releases happening physical media wise these days, lots that I'm looking forward to, some great titles that have come in very recently, so definitely stay tuned for new videos very soon. I've got some sales to go over, and just really excited with the content that I have planned coming up. So definitely stay tuned. Now, one thing you'll notice is around me here, this looks different than the last time I filmed, and I went through quite a not as much a renovation as the first time when I gutted the closet behind me here and put in the shelves and everything, but the office looks considerably different than the last time I spoke with you guys. So as a part of the coming back to the channel, I thought it might be fun to just give you guys a quick tour around the studio, the office, the film collection room, whatever you want to call it, and just show you guys my new setup. So I hope this new setup works for everybody. I'm definitely happy with how this all ended up, including I've got some additional seating in here so I can actually have somebody in here to watch films together. Expanded shelving space. Obviously my desk has moved over to a different wall, but just really opens up the room. So I'm really excited about it, and just thought that might be something fun to share with you guys. But I want to know what you guys have been up to since we last spoke in mid-December. Let me know titles that you're excited about that you've picked up. I want to know what's going on. I really miss interacting with you guys and would definitely be interested to know. So for right now, I'll go ahead and switch over to just handheld camera view and show you around the new office film collection studio room. Okay, so here is the entrance to the room. I did have this piece up before. This is a painting from my mother. In fact, the original on that piece. That's right when you come in. And then here, unfortunately, I ran out of wall space, but I wanted to put this poster up. This is the Disneyland Haunted Mansion ride poster. One of my friends produces some really great prints of vintage Disneyland ride posters, and so I got a 27 by 40 framing of that. And then coming in here, We have a nice Samurai Jack wood-mounted piece here on the wall. I'm a big Samurai Jack fan. Let me back the camera up here a little bit. Big Samurai Jack fan, and so had to have that piece up. And then coming into the film closet, I guess we'll call it, I did get my Scream Factory lithograph print framed from Scream Factory, so thought that looked really good up there. And as you can see, the height on that going up to the ceiling there, it was within about 1/8 of an inch from not fitting, so fit pretty perfectly in there. And then got a vintage Coca-Cola sign there. And then on the other side, one piece that I really love here, I'll zoom in a little bit there for you guys. One of the intermission signs. It's got that nice vintage kind of drive-in movie theater, classic movie theater feel to it, so I really like that. Got that and the Coca-Cola sign found those at Hobby Lobby. And then, yeah, so just the closet collection here. And then going down over here, I have expanded seating. So before I just had the one seat, but I expanded this out into a two-seater, and it's nice because you've got the cup holders. There's the Apple TV remote, and then both of these are recliners. Super comfortable. I fall asleep in these in this setup here way too much, but and then got the nice rug here. And then going up, I got a nice piece from Legendary Wall Art. This is obviously Jack from The Shining, my favorite film, or horror film, I should say, of all time. And I happen to be wearing a shirt for The Shining right now as well that I picked up at Homage, which is a great site to pick up shirts if you haven't looked over there. Homage, HOMAGE.com. And then this is from Legendary Wall Art. If you look them up, they do really nice vinyl pieces, of which I have multiple. I'll show you the other one here in a second. And then I expanded out my collection space here by doing a couple of the... so the shelves that I have are Billy bookshelves from IKEA. They are the best movie collection shelves I could ever hope for. And I really like the white, the really clean aesthetic of the white shelves. So that's why I've gone with that color here in the office. They also come in black and brown. Interestingly enough, though, I don't know about the brown version, but the black shelves are actually about twice as much. These small white shelves are about $40 a piece, 40 something. And then the swooping back over here, the full size are probably about $20 more, I want to say. So they're really, really nice because worst case scenario as well, if you need to, the shelves are deep enough that you can go two deep, 2 movies deep on there. So that's really nice. So here we have, this is more of my standard studio stuff. This is DVDs, Blu-ray box sets, and standard Blu-ray stuff. I don't collect a lot of studio releases. I am mainly a boutique collector, but I have studio releases that I do really love as well. And then coming up here, we have, similar to the Samurai Jack piece, we have another wood-mounted piece. And this is for Raiders of the Lost Ark, one of my favorite films of all time. Love the ad style poster there. And then over here, I've had this piece up for a while, but it just moved spots on the wall. My vinyl piece here for my favorite book of all time, To Kill a Mockingbird. Of course, a novel by Harper Lee, which I've read many, many times. And then, yeah, just coming back down to the collection space here. Here is my desk space. There's a stack of movies that I will be featuring on the channel really, really soon. But this is my workspace. I do work from home, so this is my workspace here, and then going right above that, and where I film and everything, and going right above that, here's my other piece from Legendary Wall Art. This is, of course, The Breakfast Club. Obviously another one of my favorite films of all time. One of the most essential films from my kind of coming of age years, my younger years, that really helped formulate my love for film. And I think one of the best 80s films by far. And my favorite John Hughes film. So that's the other Legendary Wall Art piece. And going over here, we have more. This is just the big. I'll just kind of pan out here a little bit. You can see my reflection there. This is obviously where I've got my TV set up. Got the Nintendo Switch, the region-free 4K player there, Apple TV, and then a retro game Raspberry Pi system. This is my new Sony A80J, I think is the model on that one, 65-inch 4K. It's been just a wonderful TV. I've just had it for a few months at this point. And then, yeah, so this is all collection space. And then going above here, this is interesting. So there's kind of a market for these right now. And these are movie pieces. So they take the most dominant color in each scene of a film, and then that's what that color stripe is kind of the general setup of how they make these pieces. I thought these were really cool. I love the colors on these. And this happens to be, the first one there is Tron, and the second one is Tron Legacy. And the dimensions on those, the height and width there, they fit really well above the TV. And it was cool that I was able to have both Tron and Tron Legacy. So cool pieces there. Really nice vinyl, really high quality. And there's a few companies doing that style of thing right now. But anyway, so and then here we are back at the beginning. So just another quick whirly woo here. Kind of flip around and show you. I love the entire setup here. Just great place to watch films. There's no room that is more me than this room, that's for sure. Really excited to kind of be at full capacity in terms of bookshelves and be able to expand the collection. Anyways, that is the movie room. I hope you guys like the new setup. I'm certainly excited about it, and I love the additional space that I have, and just kind of the overall flow of the room I feel like works really well. One thing's for sure, I am definitely at max capacity in terms of area that I'm able to expand shelving and whatnot. There is, I guess, a little bit of potential that I could put a floating shelf here or there for maybe a few collector's items or something like that, but very happy with how this setup is currently. So I think this is what I will be sticking with long term, and yeah, really excited about it. Again, I want to remind you, looking forward, stay tuned for more videos very soon. I've got content that will be coming out that I'm some of which I'm actually going to be filming today, so definitely stay tuned on the channel. If you are new here, welcome. I do like to talk physical media here on this channel, and if that's something that you're into, I invite you to subscribe. Also, although I have not been on my channel, I did have the opportunity to fill a guest spot on a panel on 20th and 21st Movies. My good friend James over at 20th and 21st Movies hosted an Arrow video discussion panel. So I was there with some other great guests, and Tim Talks Talkies, Movies with Ryon, and MidLevelMedia were there with me as well. And then, of course, James. And we had a great discussion about Arrow Video, label that I am definitely passionate about. I think they have some amazing releases. So I will drop a link in the description if you want to go check that out. It's about 2 hours long, so definitely grab some treats, maybe a drink, and enjoy that conversation. And if you're not subscribed to any of those guys, James, Tim Talks Talkies, Movies with Ryon, and MidLevelMedia, definitely go check out their channels and consider subscribing. They produce great content. So yeah, so that's the other YouTube thing that I've done recently. But other than that, I will go ahead and see you guys on the next video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below again to let me know what you guys have been up to, titles that you're excited about that you've brought into your collections, maybe titles that you're looking forward to. We've got some amazing physical media releases that have been announced for the coming months, so I'm very, very excited about that. But until next time, I hope you're able to watch some great films.